Hello everyone, welcome back to another class of biodiversity and conservation. So in our last class we have discussed about biodiversity, different levels of biodiversity, global and Indian biodiversity data, then patterns of biodiversity, importance of species biodiversity. Today we will continue to the next part. So next is biodiversity loss. So though there are so huge biodiversity, but these biodiversity are on the verge of extinction. Okay, their numbers are decreasing. So the IUCN, they provide a red data list in which the biodiversity are categorized into different groups on the basis of the increasing risk of extinction. Okay, so among all the species, they are either evaluated or not evaluated. Evaluated means the species which we know, which are identified. Okay, and not evaluated means the species which are not described, not studied, not identified. So the not evaluated species are more than the evaluated species. Okay, so these evaluated species are again categorized into two groups. One is adequate data, means those species which have the information, and the group in which the species which are identified but it does not possess any proper data. Okay, data is deficient. So the species which have adequate data, they are grouped into 7 categories based on their risk of extinction. Okay, so the first group is least concern. Okay, so least concern means the organism in this group are in lowest risk of endangerment. Okay, बहुत ही कम risk है, endangerment कम, means there is a still a decent number of species is present. Okay, so example of the organism which are least concern: giraffe, humpback whale, etc. So there are thousands of organisms in each of these groups. So I have provided 2 examples in each group. Okay, so example of animals under least concern group are giraffe and humpback whale. Okay, next is near threatened. Near threatened means this type of organisms are likely to become endangered very soon, or likely to become endangered in the near future. Okay, so the examples are house sparrow, gharial. These are the examples of near threatened species. Okay, next is vulnerable. Vulnerable means this type of organisms are in the high risk of endangerment. Okay, means these organisms are going to be endangered very soon. Examples are Nilgiri langur, flying fox, etc. So there are thousands of organisms in this group also. Okay, next is endangered. Endangered means they are going to be extinct in the wild. There is a high risk of extinction of these organisms. Examples are snow leopard, red panda. So these organisms are going to be extinct very soon. Okay, unless and until if we conserve this organism or if we protect these organisms. Okay, next is critically endangered organisms. Critically endangered organisms means these organisms are in extremely high risk of extinction in the world, means very soon they are going to be extinct. Examples are black rhino, orangutan. These are some examples from critically endangered species. Okay, next is extinct in the wild, means this type of organisms are not present in wild, means not present in the forest. They are only present in captivity. Okay, captivity means they are present in zoo like this, means ये wild में, forest में ये इस type का organism अभी नहीं है, ये सिर्फ captivity means capture करके रखा गया है. Are Indian cheetah, Sumatran rhino. So these are some examples of organisms which are extinct in the wild. Okay, means they are not present in wild now. Okay, and The last group is extinct. Means these are the organisms which are not present now. Means there is no known individuals remaining from these species. They're completely extinct. इस ग्रुप का कोई भी ऑर्गेनिज्म अभी नहीं है at present. So examples are dodo, woolly mammoth. Once upon a time they were present, but now they are completely extinct, not in captivity also. Okay, so these are the IUCN Red Data list. तो यहाँ पे जितना भी कैटेगरी है ये सब ऑर्गेनिज्म धीरे धीरे एक्सटिंक्ट हो रहा है और वंस दे गेट एक्सटिंक्ट दे विल नेवर कम बैक. ओके, अगर एक्सटिंक्ट हो गया पूरा तो वो रिवर्स डायरेक्शन में फिर से वो ऑर्गेनिज्म और वो स्पीसीज फिर से दोबारा नहीं आएगा. ओके, नेक्स्ट इज द इफेक्ट्स ऑफ बायोडाइवर्सिटी लॉस. अभी इतना सारा ऑर्गेनिज्म ये लॉस हो रहा है, एक्सटिंक्ट हो रहा है, तो व्हाट आर द इफेक्ट्स ऑफ दिस बायोडाइवर्सिटी लॉस? व्हाट विल हैपन इफ दिस ऑर्गेनिज्म विल लॉस्ट, इफ बायोडाइवर्सिटी विल लॉस्ट? ओके, बायोडाइवर्सिटी जो एक्सटिंक्ट हो रहा है, दिस आर नॉट ओनली इन एनिमल्स, प्लांट्स भी एक्सटिंक्ट हो रहा है. ओके, सो ड्यू टू दिस एक्सटिंक्शन द प्लांट प्रोडक्शन विल डिटोरिएट. Okay, production will deteriorate. Plant production अगर deteriorate हुआ means overall we can understand that कि photosynthesis कम होगा. photosynthesis कम होगा तो plant के ऊपर directly और indirectly जितने भी organism है वो depend है, तो it will harm overall population, overall species. Okay, then the decreased resistance to environmental issues such as drought, global warming. Due to this decrease in the number of biodiversity, drought is occurring, global warming occurring. Okay, so this type of calamities occurs due to biodiversity loss. These are the effects of biodiversity loss. Okay, अगर plant production decrease हो रहा है, plant अगर कम है, deforestation हो रहा है, plant production decrease हो रहा है, तो इसके वजह से जो टेम्परेचर वो इंक्रीज होगा. टेम्परेचर इंक्रीज होगा मीन्स ग्लोबल वार्मिंग होगा. ओके, देन रेन विल ऑकर लेस, मतलब ड्रॉट होगा. ओके, फ्लड होगा, कभी कभी ज्यादा रेन हो जाएगा किसी किसी रीजन में. ओके, नेक्स्ट इज हाई वेरिएबिलिटी इन सर्टेन इकोसिस्टम प्रोसेस लाइक प्लांट प्रोडक्टिविटी. प्लांट प्रोडक्टिविटी, द यूज ऑफ प्लांट प्रोडक्टिविटी विल इंक्रीज, द यूज ऑफ वाटर विल इंक्रीज, then pest cycle, disease cycle, this all will increase. Okay, so the loss of biodiversity affect overall species means अगर एक पर्टिकुलर टाइप का बायोडाइवर्सिटी लॉस हो रहा है तो इसके साथ साथ उसके साथ जितना भी फूड वेब में जितना दूसरा ऑर्गेनिज्म है वो सब इफेक्ट होगा. ओके, नेक्स्ट इज कॉजेस ऑफ बायोडाइवर्सिटी लॉस. व्हाट आर द मेन रीजन व्हिच कॉजेस द लॉस ऑफ बायोडाइवर्सिटी? So the first is habitat loss or fragmentation. Okay, means किसी particular organism जो इसका एक particular habitat है वो loss हो रहा है. वो habitat loss is due to the construction, human construction, anything. This could be construction of building, construction of industries, this thing. And this will leads to fragmentation. Fragmentation means the overall area of biodiversity, this will be fragmented, ये different parts में divide हो जाएगा. Okay, तो इसके साथ ही जो organism एक दूसरे के ऊपर depend था वो जो chain है this will break and this will ultimately leads to the biodiversity loss. Next is over exploitation, overuse of biodiversity, either it is plant or animal. We use different plant product, different animal product for many purposes, many different purposes. If we over exploit this thing due to our greed, not for our need. Due to need, we use the resources judiciously, but due to greed, we will overexploit the resource. Okay, so this will lead to loss in the biodiversity. Okay, so like plant product. Okay, suppose timber को use करने के लिए बहुत डिफॉरेस्टेशन होता है. अगर एक पर्टिकुलर एरिया में डिफॉरेस्टेशन हो रहा है तो उस फॉरेस्ट में जितना भी अदर ऑर्गेनिज्म डिपेंड है वो सब का भी लॉस हो जाएगा along with those plants. Okay. Next is alien species invasion. So many times what happens, some alien species means some external species are introduced in a particular area, in a particular population, and this lead to a competition, this lead to a different or negative population interaction, and it will cause a biodiversity loss. Okay. Next is co-extinction. Co-extinction means if one particular type of species is getting extinct, so the other species which is completely depend or indirectly depend on this species, this will also get extinct along with that previous species. Okay, दो species एक के ऊपर और एक depend है, तो अगर एक species extinct हो रहा है तो उसका जो dependent species है this will also get extinct. Okay. Next is global warming or climate change. Due to this global warming or climate change, many organisms are dying. Many organisms adaptations are getting changed, due to which many organisms are not able to survive in the changing environment. Okay, so this also leads to biodiversity loss. Next is pollution. Due to different types of pollution, air pollution, water pollution, then soil pollution, different organisms which resides in water, soil, they are getting disturbed. Ultimately, they are dying, and this leads to biodiversity loss. Okay, so there is a common example of plastic pollution. Plastic pollution is very much increasing nowadays. So this plastic, when they are dumped into the soil, and also when they are discharged into the ocean, into the water bodies, then the organisms which are present in the aquatic environment, if they consume this plastic, they are dying. Okay, so this is just an example. Similarly, the industrial effluents, when they are released in water bodies, the aquatic organisms are being affected. Okay, so this pollution, this leads to a major biodiversity loss. Okay, next is human overpopulation. The population of human is increasing, and this overpopulation leads to biodiversity loss, because when the human population is increasing, they need more space to live, they need more resources. Okay, so their need of these resources, this leads to biodiversity loss. Okay, ज़्यादा resources चाहिए, ज़्यादा space चाहिए, तो इसके लिए जो forest है वो destruct हो रहा है, जो biodiversity है, resources है, उससे जो product मिल रहा है, product utilize होता है, उसके वजह से organism loss हो रहा है. तो overall we can say this overpopulation is also a reason of biodiversity loss. Okay, so there are several reasons we have discussed due to which the biodiversity are losing. Okay, but if this condition keeps going on, then we will come in a near future, we will see a situation where there are so less biodiversity that we can't meet our need. So we need to utilize these resources according to our need, and we should use less resources so that the future generation also can use these resources. Means we have to use how much we need so that the future generation also use these resources. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you.